You've just been in an accident. The car is fine, but your seatbelt is jammed and the door won't open. For most drivers, that's a genuine emergency. But for the people who spent $7 on the tool I'm about to show you, it's a 10-second problem. That's the thing nobody tells you about car safety. You can spend $40,000 on a vehicle and still skip the handful of cheap gadgets that actually protect you when things go wrong. So today, I'm walking you through 15 car gadgets that could genuinely save your life, and almost every one of them costs less than $20. Number 3 is something most drivers have never even heard of, even though it can warn you about engine trouble before it leaves you stranded. And stick around to the end, because number 15 is the one I'd tell every single person watching to buy first. Let's get into it. Here's the mindset shift. Most of us treat our car as one big expensive thing, and we forget it's also the place we're most easy to get hurt. We'll happily pay for premium fuel and fancy floor mats, then drive around with zero way to break a window, no way to see a car in our blind spot, and no idea our tires are slowly going flat. The gadgets on this list fix exactly those gaps. Everyone is cheap. Everyone installs in minutes, no mechanic, no tools, no experience needed. And I've ordered them so the items get more surprising as we go. Quick favor before we start. Drop a comment telling me which of these you already own. I'm genuinely curious how prepared this audience is. All right, number 1. Seatbelt cutter and window breaker, approximately $7. We'll start with the one from the intro. This is a small 2-in-1 escape tool, a spring-loaded point on one end that shatters a side window, and a recessed blade on the other that slices straight through a jammed seatbelt. Here's why it matters. In a serious crash or a vehicle submersion, the two things most likely to trap you are a stuck seatbelt and a door that won't open. Power windows can fail. Door frames can bend. This tool gets you around both. One important detail most videos skip. These breakers work on tempered side windows, not the laminated glass used in most windshields. So aim for the side glass. Keep it clipped somewhere you can reach with one hand while buckled in a door pocket or the side of your seat. Not the glove box. In an emergency, you will not be digging through the glove box. Digital tire pressure gauge, approximately $10. A $10 digital tire gauge is one of the highest value safety items you can own, and almost nobody carries one. Underinflated tires are a real danger. They flex more, build up heat, and heat is what causes blowouts, especially at highway speed on a hot day. They also lengthen your braking distance and quietly burn extra fuel every single mile. The gas station gauge with the little pop-out stick, it's often wildly inaccurate. A cheap digital gauge gives you a clear, exact number in seconds. Check all 4. Tires once a month and before any long drive when the tires are cold. Match the number on the sticker inside your driver's door, not the number on the tire itself, which is the maximum, not the recommended pressure. 3. Bluetooth OBD2 scanner, approximately $15 to $20. This is the one I promised most drivers have never heard of. It's a small dongle that plugs into the OBD2 port under your dashboard. Every car sold in the US since 1996 has one, and it talks to a free app on your phone. When your check engine light comes up, this tells you why. Instead of panic, you get an actual diagnostic code and a plain English description. Sometimes it's a loose gas cap. Sometimes it's something that means pull over now. Either way, you're making an informed decision instead of a scared one. How does this save your life? It catches problems early: an overheating issue, a misfire, a failing sensor, before they leave you broken down on the shoulder of a highway at night. And as a bonus, it stops mechanics from upselling you on repairs your car doesn't actually need. 4. Stick-on blind spot mirrors, approximately $7. A pair of small convex mirrors that stick onto the corner of your existing side mirrors. $7 for the pair. Every car has blind spots, the patches of road your mirrors and windows simply don't cover. That's where lane change accidents come from. These convex mirrors curve the reflection outward, opening up a much wider view and revealing the car that was completely invisible a second ago. Installation is peel and stick. Clean the mirror first so it bonds properly. Place it in the outer corner so it doesn't block your normal view. Give yourself a day or two to get used to the curved image, and after that, you'll wonder how you drove without them. 5. TPM's valve cap indicators, approximately $10. These replace your normal tire valve caps. They have a small window that shows green when pressure is fine and switches to yellow or red when a tire drops below. How a safe level. I'll be straight with you, these are not as precise as a built-in tire pressure monitoring system. Think of them as an at-a-glance early warning. A quick walk around the car before you drive off, and a flash of red tells you to grab that gauge from number 2 before you hit the road. For $10 on a car with no factory monitoring, that's a cheap extra layer between you and a highway blowout. We're a third of the way in, and the next few gadgets are the ones that get you out of trouble once it's already happened. Number 8 in particular is one almost everyone gets wrong. 6. Mini portable jump starter, approximately $20 and up. A modern lithium jump starter is about the size of a phone, yet it holds enough power to start a dead car on its own no-second vehicle, no flagging down a stranger. Picture a dead battery in an empty parking lot after dark or on a quiet road with no traffic. The old solution was hoping someone kind stops with jumper cables. This little pack remove. Ease that gamble entirely. Clamp it on, start the car. Done. The basic ones sit right around $20, spend a little more, and you also get a built-in flashlight and a USB port to charge your phone. Keep it charged a few times a year so it's ready when you need it. 7. Tire plug and repair kit, approximately $15. A basic tire plug kit lets you handle a nail or screw in your tread right where you're parked, instead of waiting an hour on the roadside for help. Here's the honest limit. A plug kit is for punctures in the flat tread area of the tire. It is not a fix for a damaged sidewall that tire needs to be replaced, full stop. But for the common nail-in-the-tread situation, a $15 kit and 10 minutes gets you safely to a shop on your own terms. Pair it with the air compressor, coming up at number 13, and you've got a complete roadside flat tire solution that fits in a small bag. 8. Rechargeable LED road flares, approximately $15. This is the one I said almost everyone gets wrong. If you brake down at night, your single biggest danger isn't the car, it's another driver not seeing you in time. The old answer was burning roadside flares. They work, but they're a fire risk, they're useless in rain, and they burn out. Rechargeable LED road flares are bright, pulsing discs you drop on the pavement behind your car. They're visible from far away, they last for hours, they're waterproof, and there's no flame. Place a couple of them well back from your vehicle far enough that approaching traffic gets real warning and time to move over. A set of these is one of the cheapest ways to dramatically lower your risk on a dark shoulder. 9. Reflective warning triangle, approximately $10. A reflective warning triangle is the daytime partner to those LED flares. It folds flat, costs about $10, and stands up on its own at the edge of the road. In bright daylight, LED lights can wash out. A big reflective triangle still grabs attention and signals hazard ahead. Set it a good distance behind your car so drivers see it with enough room to react. It takes up almost no space in the trunk, and in some places carrying one is actually required by law. Cheap, simple, and it works in exactly the conditions where lights don't. 10. Compact first aid kit, approximately $15. Every other gadget on this list is about preventing harm or getting help. This one is what you reach for in the minutes before help arrives. A compact car first aid kit with bandages, gauze, antiseptic, gloves, and tape costs about $15 and lives in your trunk, doing nothing until the day it matters. A minor injury on a road trip, a cut while changing a tire, helping at the scene of another accident. Beat, those minutes before paramedics arrive can be the most important ones. Check it once a year and replace anything that's been used or expired. It's the definition of cheap insurance. We've covered emergency. Gensies, but the next gadgets are about preventing the accident in the first place. And number 14 is the one that protects you even when you did nothing wrong. 11. Magnetic phone mount, approximately $10. A $10 magnetic phone mount sounds boring. It is also one of the most genuinely life-saving items here because of what it prevents. You're looking down at a phone in your lap. Glancing at a phone for navigation pulls your eyes off the road for seconds at a time and at highway speed. Seconds is a long way traveled blind. A mount puts your screen up near your line of sight, and the magnetic type means the phone snaps on and off with one hand. No fumbling, no clamps. Mount it where you can see directions with a quick glance, but it never blocks your view of the road. Small gadget, real difference. 12. Headlight restoration kit, approximately $10 to $15. Over the years, plastic headlight lenses oxidize, they go cloudy and yellow. People treat it as a looks problem. It's actually a safety problem, foggy. Lenses scatter and block your headlight output, so you're getting noticeably less light on the road at night without realizing it. A restoration kit, sandpaper, polish, and a sealant costs around $10 to $15 and brings the clarity back in under an hour. Suddenly you can see further down a dark road, and oncoming drivers can see you better too. For a cheap afternoon job, the difference at night is huge. 13. Portable air compressor, approximately $20. A small 12-volt air compressor plugs into your car and inflates a tire wherever you are. This solves two things. First, the slow leak. You notice a tire's low from your number 5 caps or your number 2 gauge, and you can top it up immediately instead of risking a drive on it. Second, it completes the flat tire kit. Combined with the plug kit from number 7, you can patch a puncture and reinflate the tire without ever calling for help. Get one with a built-in gauge and an auto shut-off, so it stops at your target pressure, around 2,000 Thai dollars, and it turns a stressful roadside situation into a routine 10-minute fix. 14. Budget dash cam, approximately $20 to $30. This is the one that protects you even when you did everything right. A dash cam continuously records the road ahead, and entry-level models start around $20 to $30. If someone hits you and lies about what happened, the footage is the truth. It can be the difference in an insurance claim, and it protects you from staged accident scams where another driver causes a crash on purpose. Many models also record while parked, so a hit-and-run in a lot doesn't go unsolved. Mount it up behind the rearview mirror so it's out of your sightline. Use a decent memory card, and then forget it's there until the day you're very, very glad it was. 15. Steering wheel lock, approximately $20. And the one I'd buy first. A steering wheel lock is a simple bar that clamps across your wheel and physically stops it from turning. Here's the logic. Most car thieves want a fast, quiet job. A big, brightly colored lock on the wheel is visible from outside the car, and it tells a thief this one will be slow and loud. Comma beat, they move on to an easier target. It doesn't have to be unbeatable, it just has to make your car the harder choice. It's a 1-second thing to put on, it works on any car regardless of age, and it doesn't rely on batteries or electronics. For around $20, that's the best peace of mind per dollar on this entire list, which is exactly why it's number 15. So there you go, 15 cheap gadgets that punch far above their price when it actually counts. If you only grab 3 to start. Get the seatbelt cutter and window breaker, the digital tire gauge, and the OBD2 scanner. That's roughly the cost of 1 tank of gas, and it covers escape, prevention, and early warning. If videos like this save you money and keep you safer on the road, do me a favor and subscribe. That's the whole point of this channel. It genuinely helps it reach more drivers. And before you go, I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these 15 did you not know existed? I'll see you in the next one. Drive safe.